So where is this? KGSP? So we're at KGYH. How do you do a borderless window? Dude, you can't do a borderless window in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's very annoying. You have to basically take the title bar off the top of the screen. Right, so we could quickly relocate the plane to KGYH. That's one thing. And if we went to KGYH, we could then take some people. Sorry, KGSP. We could then take some people and head west a little bit. Wait, what's... Am I reading this correct? 12 passengers for a total of $2,000? Are they having a laugh? Or is that each passenger's paying $2,000? Surely that's not $2,000 for 12 people to go 147 miles. Because that's a joke. I can't alt enter because my ultra widescreens, they'll just try and expand. They're cheap in bulk. Calmest Duck, thank you for subbing. Welcome. That's a bar. Yeah, that is a bargain. That's ridiculous. Like this one guy, he wants to go 1,200 miles. He's paying $4,000. That's Ryanair. Yeah. Well, if it was Ryanair, we'd basically say, yeah, you can come on board. And then we'll start upselling him stuff. Like, oh, you want a seat? Okay, that's extra. You want to get to the front of the queue? Yeah, that's going to cost you as well. What do you want? Speedy boarding? Like, do you want to go through a private check-in desk? That'll cost you. Drinks? That'll cost you. I'm honestly surprised they don't charge to go to the bathroom. I need to do the 100-hour maintenance on this thing. How do we do the maintenance on it? 100-hour check, $11,000. What? Why does it cost so much money? Am I being ripped off here? Why does it cost $10,000 to do a 100-hour check? Can't you fly to the next airport and you're a 10-hour maintenance flight? Yeah, we can. Can I show you the stick monitor setup? What do you want to see? What do you mean it scales up every 100? $100-hour check paid $9,000. 100-hour check $7,000. $7,000. $5,000. This is some serious inflation going on here. Excuse me.
Happy anniversary.
I'm just gonna pay it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. So you've got the obviously I have to get in and out of the rig that way, right? So I can just slide that out the way, which is the Warthog throttle. Same with the keyboard. I can slide that in and out. And then I've put the yoke on here, or I can have my wheelbase on here. A wheelbase is down there at the moment. If you can see it or not. That goes on here with the wheel for driving. Well, you pop that off and this clamps onto the wheel deck. And then you've got the two stream decks here, which you can, you know, configure those however you want, really. It's the shifter for trucking and stuff. And then over here's the Warthog stick. And then you can't quite see it here is a flat metal plate for the mouse. So my mouse is like here. What else is there? You can't see the rudder pedals. The rudder pedals are obviously down there. MFGs. I suppose I could take a photo for you. One sec. There you go. So there's that's where I put my feet. There's the MFG crosswinds are down there. Next week I'm going to try the Thrustmaster TPRs and see which ones I like better. And then obviously sit in the seat. Ultra widescreens here. You've got the camera there. You've got track IR up here, and there's second monitors up there. So that not one of these, like a 28-inch monitor sits up here that I can read stuff. MFGs are constantly out of stock. You know why? Because the guy like makes them in one factory in Italy. How long does it take to swap stuff out like flight sim to truck sim? Is a lot of work. It'll take you about 10 minutes, basically. It's about 10 minutes to pop this off, put the wheelbase on, put the 3 bolts in. 4 bolts will remove the entire rudder pedals, and then the racing pedals are on a plate, so they go back on. 4 bolts, done. It's about 10 minutes. It actually takes me more like 15 because I don't have much room. I've got to reach around stuff. If I had more space around the rig, it would be easier. Everything's out of stock, I agree. I don't have a direct drive wheel, no. I have the Fanatec, what's it called? CSW 2.5 or something. You just got a DD. Well, I bought the CSW before DDs were really coming out, and I've never really felt like justified upgrade for a DD yet. And he plans to add more aircraft to the fleet. So what I'm thinking of doing, I don't know. I mean, I'll take opinions on this. So I have like this Beechcraft King Air 200, which I personally don't fly, but looking at the log of it, it was flown in May, April. So it does get flown. Not a lot. It does get flown. I have a bunch of Cessna 172s, which I'd probably like to keep a couple of those. So I can either keep them, right, but then spread them out because they're all based in Kaysen. So I could basically scatter them out. I could put like one in the UK, one in Europe, one in whatever. Or I could sell these and get more caravans and spread the caravans out a bit. And the Centurion I don't tend to fly either. So I don't know. Sell the Beechcraft barely used. Yeah, it's a very high monthly fee. That's the problem with the Beechcraft. Like $5,000 a month. And if it's not getting flown, can you get CBMs? I actually don't know. Purchase model. Let's have a look. It's not listed as a TBM. What would it be listed as? Daya. No, it's not listed there either. It would be listed as Sakata. Okay. Oh, there you go. TBM 850. Get TBM 850s with IFR autopilot GPS. Somebody's trying to sell it for 2 million. Good luck with that. Airframe engine 559. So it's doable. But the problem is with like the TBM, how many people can you sit in the back of a TBM 850? 7-seater, it says. Cruise 310. Fuel capacity 300, engine time. So it's got a 100-hour check coming up. So in 46 hours of flying, you can imagine that's probably going to be at least 10 grand. 6 plus a pilot, right? So you can take 6 passengers. Thank you. Like the question is, how much money will it make on FS economy? Exactly. It's a lot quicker, but it is limited on space. But, you know, if people are going to fly TBMs in Microsoft Flight Sim, then it's worth thinking about, right? But yeah, there's a bunch of them available here. Beechcraft King Air 350, which I have a King Air 200. One sec. So I have a King Air 200, which I could probably get back enough money to basically buy a TBM. It's pretty good, but the 280 is more efficient. Yeah. So, you know, don't buy it. They will add the real deal probably very soon. Who will? Who will, Mirko? FS Economy or Microsoft Flight Sim? The C28 and the King Air 350 are the best money makers in the sim, at least from your FSX days. I remember the King Air being a good earner, but I don't know how much of an earner the 200 is. I mean, that says 14 seats, so I'm guessing that's like 12 plus the pilot and co-pilot. So in theory, that should be a good earner. And it cruises at almost the same speed as a TBM. Was like a Cessna Caravan. Caravan is about the same money, really. It's a bit more, actually. They announced it on the FSE forum. Which one? The 930. As in they're gonna add a 930 into FS economy. Right, let's go flying. So we're at KGYH. We're going to relocate. If I just want to relocate the plane, I guess I just rent it and then fly without any passengers, right? So if I rent it here, but don't take anybody with me, it should just appear as a relocation flight, basically. All right, we're going to fly to KGSP. Because KGSP has some stuff going out west, so we'll do that. Alexander, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Thoughts on the game, good and bad. The game, in terms of like, if your PC can run it, in terms of VFR flying, GA flying, this game has no equal as a platform. The aircraft themselves are not study level, but then no default platform ever has study level aircraft anyway. Once the study level aircraft come to the sim, it'll be hard to justify for me flying any other platform. But for now, I think if you want to fly the airlines properly and stuff, then it's not really for you yet. You're surprised it gets over 30 FPS on Ultra. It's pretty well optimized, but I think they've got a lot of room. They've got a lot of room to do more, you know? You can't justify spending money on the counter on aircraft. Yeah, fair enough. I might run through the checklist on the next flight. I just want to move right now. 8 away. When you say soon, PMDG and 8 away, I wouldn't expect anything out of either of them for... If I had to guess, I'd say summer next year. I'd say, assuming we have an FS Expo next year, which I really hope we do, I think you'll probably see announcements and or releases around that mark. Well, PMDG was saying that they kind of hope to have some kind of a beta in Q1. I'm gonna guess that'll slip into summer. Therefore, I imagine they would come to FS Expo and they would show us stuff, and then not long after it would be available. 808, like a rewriting their sim. What do they call it? AccuSim. They're rewriting that for the new platform. That's going to be a lot of work. And then they've got to build the planes on top, so... I don't know. You're looking at least a year. I think in between time you'll get other stuff. How long will it take to get a good selection of study level aircraft? 18 months probably. I would give it 18 months. It's not easy writing study level planes, even when you're porting them over, you know. Paramero, thank you for 3 months. You've been learning to fly the 152, you're feeling pretty comfortable. What should my next plane to learn be? You could try moving up to a 172, which is very, very familiar if you've come from a 152, but it's a bit bigger, a bit more powerful, and you can fly it with GPS screens. You can get some glass in there if you want. BMDG is saying Q1 2020. Yeah. A year, I'd say. Right, let's start flight. It has no idea where we're going, but it's tracking the plane's movement, which is good. No, we're not waiting for passengers. Just going to do a relocation flight, basically, so that we can get a job somewhere west. Let's see. Wind on the... It's funny how that yaw damper doesn't work at all, though. It's a bit weird. Making virtual dollar, yeah. Did you hear Long Dark episode 4 is delayed due to COVID? That's not surprising, really. It seems to be taking a very long time, though, I'll be honest with you. Episode 4's pushed back to 2021. Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
When do you think it's possible it'll be on sale? Dude, get a Game Pass. You can get it for $5 a month. First month for $1. Like, what price are you looking for? $5 a month. That's not even a burger. I'm a bit... These crazy ground crew... PC Geek, dude, how you doing? Thank you for 66 months, sir. Hope you're well. This ground crew are insane. Like, the Game Pass comes with Microsoft Flight Simulator Standard Edition, plus a whole load of other stuff. And seeing some scenery problems over here, look. Yeah, I don't know what's going on at this airfield. I've got a feeling that they need to change some... I don't know how they do it, but I think they have, like, routes across the airfield for the ground crew to take, and I think some of them here are wrong. Maybe they've tried to auto-gen it and it's not worked very well. Does anyone else have inactivation issues from domestic economy? Maybe check your junk folder. Yeah, if you notice now, we've now got clear skies on the second flight. After this relocation flight, I'm going to quit the sim, and I'm going to fire it up as admin and see if that live weather gets fixed. Because somebody said if you start it in live weather, you get... if you start it in admin mode, you get live weather. I don't want to try it. Mr. Libido, how you doing? Rail pilots are clean shaven. Makes you more aerodynamic. That's a fair point, Dave. You're unable to download Flight Sim. Why?
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Let's get the lights going. It's some issues on Steam. Live weather disappears. I mean, it's a known bug. But on the Windows version, apparently you can run as admin. Downloads the same file over and over again. I saw a fix for that somewhere. I saw a fix on one of the Microsoft forums. Are they redoing a lot of areas? I don't know. There's a car on the runway. It's a funky looking truck, yeah. You saw a video suggesting you had to select live weather before you first loaded the aircraft. Nah, I've tried those options. Well, I've got the game sound turned down a little bit, so it's not like super quiet, but... See if the autopilot tries to kill me again. Oh my god, that's an aggressive turn. What are you doing? Holy smoke. That's just like way too aggressive. And now it's flying back on the magenta line. Look at this. It's going to completely oscillate. Hang on. Why is that view not working? It's going to oscillate around this. It's going to keep overshooting like that if it carries on. Oh, it's coming back in. And it's overshot. Does it have a half bank? I don't know. Is there an option somewhere for on the caravan? It's literally just doing this. It's on the AP panel if it has one. Turn half bank mode on. There you go. Let's try that. Okay, that's settled it down a little bit. The yaw damper doesn't work. Just won't let you turn it on. Yeah, the half bank definitely worked better. I take it we're going here. You're not regaining speed, try moving the prop forward. Well, we're on maximum prop. I'm not on maximum power because I'll overtax the engine. That's meant to be a normal operation. That's in high. It's kind of hard to see. Is it not just because we're climbing? I heard about the VPN thing. That wasn't the solution I read. The solution I read involved deleting some settings files that are downloaded and then rerunning the installer. Would you recommend installing on SSD? Yeah. It's not such a big climb angle, maybe lower the prop. Max prop is TOLDG. It's on 100%. Throttle's on 74. If I put the throttle up any more, the torque, look, goes up into the red and the prop RPM goes around too quickly. So I kind of feel like I'm getting the max out of it anyway. Integer 92, thank you for 3 months. Did you use FSY, PC or SimConnect? SimConnect. If the mods could post that link, please. Go and have a read of that. It's got the installer for SimConnect, NFS economy, and details of the XML file you have to change, which is basically that bit there. So you kind of go into your Microsoft Flight Sim package folder, local cache SimConnect.xml, and you add this section here. And that's what you need to do. And lots of beeping. Yeah, I'm going to turn around and land. It's fine. The show star followed, you didn't have to modify an XML. Yeah, you don't have to. You can just tell it to remote connect to port 500 because it's listening on 500. But when I saw the extra setting here, which it says put in, which is that one, that basically puts the local port on some kind of auto thing. I don't know. It said it recommended putting that in. But I know for a fact it works if you don't, so whatever. Saka Kinirisa Games, thank you for 80 months, sir. Thank you so much. I hope you're well. The XML thing's just for FS economy. How do you make money in FS economy? You just have to play it and basically work out some profitable routes and you get the money. This thing likes to float and all that much. Gaming Turtle, thank you for 23. So GA's on the left. Stephen James, thank you for your sub. I just mostly use the default settings for the Warty. What's Y Food? They make these either come in bottles or powder, and it's basically like a meal replacement. So the idea is, like, if you're on the go, or you just, instead of eating junk food, drink one of these instead. They're pretty cheap and they're very healthy. And they keep you going for 3 to 5 hours. That's the idea behind it. I need some map. Actually, have I got some map to that? I have. I've got mixture map to that. No, they're only in Europe at the moment, unfortunately. Can you live off Wi-Fi completely? I don't know. They seem to have a lot of stuff that you need every day on the back, nutritional information. If you had 4 of them a day, I think you'd do okay, but I don't know. FS economy sign-up is broken. Why, what's wrong with it? Don't tell me they're getting overloaded. Jesus, it's busy round here. It won't send email. Ah. Maybe they'll fix it overnight. No, it's not slim fast. It's literally like, it is not It is not a diet product. That's not the point of it. Sending results to server. This shouldn't be taking so long. Aircraft results have been logged. Cool. Right. Let's move the aircraft then. There's that one. We broke it. Maybe. If the mail server was down anyway, they might just have not noticed. MJ Khan, thank you for 47 months. So you use your right Stream Deck for views in game. Can you also set it up for controls in game? You can set the Stream Decks up however you want to. They have 3 different sizes of Stream Deck. You can use nested folders. You can have one on the right, one on the left, both. It's entirely up to you. No, Puppy, I'm going to try out the Thrustmaster rudder pedals next week. And then I will give an opinion on the 2, basically. I've had the MFGs for years. I've not tried the Thrustmaster in anger, which is what I want to do next week. Right, where's the plane? KGSP. Let's rent it again. Right, now I want to fly west. 1,200 miles. I think that's out of the range of a caravan. And frankly, flying 1,200 miles for $4,000, I'm probably going to lose money on that. Did you have... No, the honeycomb just mapped out the box. The only thing with the honeycomb is, what I didn't like, I'll just show on the overhead. So on the honeycomb, I don't know if you know, but if you can see this, there's 2 sets of buttons here. These go forward and backwards, right? And then these go left and right. And these buttons are basically split. And so the way they do it by default, you have to press like both of them forward to do elevator trim. And with the left and right, I think they were doing aileron trim. And I just thought to myself, that's stupid. Like, you've got 2 buttons here that are split. Why do you have to press both of them to get trim? So what I did was, I just used the right-hand side for elevator trim. And then with these 2 over here, I've got aileron trim on one and rudder trim on the other. And I've not used the other one yet. But I just thought it was... You know, I don't know. To me, I just didn't want that. I mean, you end up with not having any rudder trim or aileron trim. You can change it. Yeah, you can change it. You can do it however you want. But that was the only... But apart from that, like, it set up everything by default. It was fine. Voice of failsafe reasons. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. I just thought to myself, no. Like, they're pretty hard to press accidentally, you know? Prop pitch free, one for the left. Well, I use my my Warthog's throttle. I have it split, so I use that for throttle, and I use that for propeller pitch. So I have 2 variable axes over here. And then I use the 3rd axis down here for mixture. So I actually have 3 axes on the left. Do all planes have the ability to adjust aileron trim and rudder trim? Not all, but usually they have some kind of trim. Mostly you'll get elevator and rudder trim. Do you have display fusion to split the ultra wide? I have display fusion, but I don't use it to split the ultra wide. Cat Strater does. I use display fusion for a few things. First one is, if I want to go from my rig to my desk, when I unplug my rig monitors, display fusion automatically shoves everything over onto those monitors. And it works a treat. It's brilliant for that. The other thing I use it for is I can very quickly change from 21.9 to 16.9 at the click of a button. And it will literally resize the window perfectly for 1920 1080 and push it off screen, and it's so good for that. And if I do load window position 21.9, it puts it back exactly to 2560 by 1080. And without that, it would be a real pain. So I love Display Fusion. I think it's such a good piece of software. And you can buy it on Steam. That's the best place I found. Don't forget to restart live weather. Good call, dude. Good call. Let's do that. I'm going to restart it in admin mode and see if the weather works. You never got the hang of Display Fusion. It does take a bit of tinkering. Right, run as admin. Let's see how this goes. When you get the game, would you be able to play with a controller, Xbox controller, or do you need a yoke? There are people that play with Xbox controllers. Some of them say it's fine. Others say I can't do it. I guess it depends how good you are with your thumbs. Windows Power Touch, Microsoft and GitHub has Display Fusion Light mode for free. Oh, nice. Dragon Hero, thank you, 45. You set the sensitivity to minus 50%. There you go. There's a tip. When I first set up my FS Economy account years ago, I think it took about 24 hours to get the Game World account done. You have to create the account and then post on the forum or something. Evidence, thank you. Alexandru, thank you for 47 months. Checking for updates. What's all this about? Hello. There's a fast launch option if you want to avoid the logos. Does that work on the Windows version? Because how do you set parameters on the Windows launch? App settings. Is it under like app settings somewhere? Maybe on Steam you can do it. While ago, like I said, it's about 24 hours, I think. I don't know. If their mail server's broken. Do you know what's interesting? I can't turn off the NVIDIA FPS display now because I've run it in admin mode. That's a bit weird. You decide to upgrade to an NVMe you wish you didn't, as the first time install was fine. The second is going to take 2 days. Oh my God. They posted an alert on their forums that the email service is being spammed. Okay. So it sounds like they're going to sort it out at some point. You just have to be patient. Baranda, welcome back. Right, what can we do to go west here, I wonder? 147 miles west with some cheapo passengers? I don't think so. Although arguably it's better than nothing. Or we could take some cargo 200 miles west for 1200. Meh. Let's have a look what they've got here. You couldn't afford Microsoft Flight Sim. Game Pass. Get a Game Pass. This place has got some stuff. They're not the best jobs in the world. I haven't actually done the bus trips yet, no. Captain, we just said the FS economy is their email servers are being flooded and throttled, so you just have to be patient. Can we fit 12 passengers on this plane? Eight seats in the back. See, it says 14 seats here. "24 of the pygmies." We're in North America, you know, dude. 13 plus you. Yeah, so exactly. So if we've only got 12, why can't we take them? We should be okay with that, right? We just do that run. 12 with 100% fuel, 13 with 75%. What's this goods thing? All prices are per kilogram. The buy price is the price you pay for acquiring the goods. Sell price is for selling. Sell limit is the amount that can be sold. How much does it weigh? What are we buying? Lead? Or candy floss? I reckon we can fit these guys in. I'm just wondering about this goods thing. The local market. If the FBO owner has goods to sell or buy, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to take the passengers. If anything else, it'll just about pay for the fuel, but we'll see if it'll let us. Right, we've got the plane. %46 fuel. I think we might need more than that. Brendair Aviation. $249 gallons of fuel. 12 passengers in the loading area. And we're going to go to KCHA from KGSP. There you go, 45 minutes to the west. We've got it on live weather, live time. How in-depth is FSC if you fully integrated game mode once you install the software? No, it's not integrated. It basically talks to your sim via Sim Connect. You have to remember to start and stop the flight for it to log it, basically. It's not like integrated into the sim at all. It just talks to it over an API. Wait, why is that saying nighttime? That's not right. Right, let's double check the flight. KGSP to KCHA. Pilot, crew, and payload 1,000 kilograms. 240 remains at current load. Right. Passenger count for next flight 12, one seat available. So we're good. Total value 2,100. So we'll probably get about 50 quid when we do this. I wish they had bought Air Hauler over having an account with them. I reckon Air Hauler 2 might actually work if you tried it, you know. Reyes, thank you. We need to get to some airfields where we can make some proper dosh.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Yeah, by the time they've taken out like our landing fees out, the fuel cost and all the rest of it. Yeah, I'm going to do another one tomorrow, Murphy. Going to do another multiplayer session tomorrow at 5. If you want to join, you're all welcome to join tomorrow's session at 5. Scary Fest. Thank you for reminding me about Display Fusion. I had meant to try it a while ago, but forgot. Just install it. It's already improved a couple of things I do. Nice. Yeah, what Cat Strater does, I did try this, is he creates a virtual desktop on his ultra-wide. So then if you bring the sim in and maximize it, it fills that virtual space, but leaves like other virtual spaces to the side. The trouble is, with Microsoft, that only works if you maximize the window, but the title bar doesn't go. So you always have the title bar visible. Or Cat Strater just puts an overlay over the top of it. Is there not a stop that we could have done on the way? Possibly, but how do we find it out? And if you've got 12 passengers, I don't think we can do much anyway. Right, action, start flight. There should be some information here right now, surely. Mr. Polso, welcome back. I don't use power toys now. Did I... Is there anything I have to do here? They're in the loading area. It should be working, shouldn't it? You have no rented aircraft at KGSP. Are you sure about that? There's no option here because I'm pretty certain I have it rented. Wait, where's the actual plane gone? KG, SP, status en route. So, it thinks I'm flying? What the heck is going on? Cat Strater's now in the company, yeah. Try moving the aircraft to the north a bit, then the flight will start. It will accept. What, as in just start the plane? Looks like it's got mixed up to me. FSC thinks you're an SC-58. What? Where have you got that from? Select all. No, the passengers are loaded in, aren't they? Look. They're in the loading area. They're already loaded. When you say move a bit to the north side, do you mean like slew over there or start the plane and move over there? You have two passwords, MA77. One's for your forum, one's for the game. You're probably putting the wrong one in. All right, well, let's just start the plane up and hope this... Wait a minute. I think the sim's frozen, that's why. The sim is dead. That's the problem. I can't click on it anymore. Yeah, it's gone rip. It doesn't like being run in admin mode, it seems. I can't actually click on it. Or I'm going to have to kill it. If it'll let me kill it. Microsoft Flight Simulator is not responding. There we go. Boom. Headshot. Unhandled exception. Nice. Well, I don't know how this is going to work then. I'm not going to start it in admin mode. It didn't seem to like that. If it doesn't have live weather, it doesn't have live weather. But that didn't seem to run very well in admin mode for me. The Midland Duff, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. There's a command for a link to the sim rig. Not at the moment. It's a SimLab though. Simlab.eu. Yeah, I should be alright for the first one, Bigfoot. I guess that means the workaround is to only have one flight and then close the sim. And then when you start the sim and you have your first flight, you get live weather again. And you just got to keep restarting the sim. It's a SimLabs P1X, yeah. You changed your name, used to be kenbarlow.com. And now it really is Rob. Ken Barlow, you've been here for years, man. Why did you change your name? Okay, let's see if we can get FS Economy to connect. Yeah, they actually broke a couple of things between the preview build and the final release. They broke Sim Connect and they broke the live weather. How can we be really sure it is Rob? Exactly. Okay, this exception, you always get this with FS Economy at the moment. Right, it says it's connected. Yours shows data. I've downloaded the one that's from Microsoft Flight Sim. Mocha Master, thank you, bro. Oh, I wish this loaded quicker. You can never get yours to connect. Did you follow the instructions? Did you follow the instructions to change the XML file? There's been an updated client after the release. What for? For FSE? Right, flight conditions, live, live, live. Do you have to play windowed with display fusion? You don't have to. It depends what you're trying to do, though. Lotheron, you can post it. You're a sub of over 3 months. Is there a link with the XML details? Yep. So it says here, go to the following link, click launch, blah, blah, blah. SimConnect library you can get from here. Once the SimConnect client is installed, file config, go to that remote port there. That works. Or you can go and edit the file yourself. Like, if you go to your Microsoft Flight Simulator folder, I don't know where it is in Steam, but in Windows, it's in App Data Local Packages, Microsoft Flight Simulator, that wonky number, local cache, simconnect.xml. This file, literally, after you've installed SimConnect, this file is where you go to change what ports it listens on. And it did used to tell me to add that information. If you don't add this information, then by default, it will listen on port 500, which is what that's telling you to do. It's telling you to go into here and go file config, simulator, remote computer, and it's saying put that into here and put port 500 into there, which is fine if that's listening on port 500. But I've also told it to listen on 6700 and told it to listen in 6700. As long as the two line up, that's all that matters. And then it will say connected down here. Right, let's see what this says. Start flight. You have no rented aircraft. Oh, God. Well, we'll just have to hope. Oh, my God. Why? I selected GA5. Where the heck am I? It says departing here. Honestly, I can only hope that this thing... It says we're en route. We're just going to have to fly and hope that it figures itself out when we stop. Ay, ay, ay. Right, checklist. Fuel selectors on both. On. I take it that means both. Let's assume that means both. Before starting, ignition selectors to normal. Power lever to idle. Prop lever to max RPM. Max prop RPM. You switched it off. Hang on. But it says on. Are you sure? Like, it says off, and then it says left, on. That to me looks like it's pointed to on. Not the fuel ignition. No. Forget that. What about this one? You know about the ignition? Hang on. Ignition to normal. Oh. Okay, interesting. Done that. Start the engine. Battery master to on. Beacon to on. Done that. Avionics to on.
Happy anniversary, Natta.
Lucky you're not a real pilot. Andy G, thank you for 38 months. I don't fly caravans, bro. Like, every plane is so different. Right, fuel booster on. Starters are on. Wait, what's that actually on at the moment? Fuel condition lever to low idle. Low idle set. Starter to off. Wait, what? It wants me to put starters to off now? Avionics switch number 2 to on. Yeah, I already did that. Fuel booster normal. How do you get it set up as cold and dark? If you want any plane in Microsoft Flight Sim to be cold and dark, instead of the default which spawns you on the runway, just choose one of the gates or the ramps, and then it'll go cold and dark. Parking brakes, strobes, blah 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 blah. Right, okay, we can take it from here. Where on earth are we? Are you using FSC? If so, do you know how I can rent a plane? Yeah, you just go to one of the airfields and have a look around. So let's say, I don't know, where do you want to fly from? Airports, KGSP. If you scroll down, it'll tell you what aircraft are available at KGSP. So if you want to rent, holy smoke, who was that? Mr. Heron, you just broke my chat. 25 subs gifted to you lovely people from a lovely person called Heron67. Thank you very, very much, Heron. That is lovely support. Thank you so much. If you got a sub, please give him a thank you. Lots of new subs in there as well. If you're a new sub today, don't forget you can join the Discord server. If you want to rent a plane, look at the aircraft. For every airport code that you put in, just go to airports here. For every airport code, you will see the cargo or passengers that you can take, and below it, the aircraft that's available to rent. And you can rent it dry or rent it wet. On my aircraft, you'll only have rent dry, which basically means you've got to pay for fuel. Is that a problem with your call sign by default, or is it normally set by FSC? So if you use an FSC, it'll set the tail number for you. If you're not using FSC, you'll have to set it when you set the flight up. Thank you, Heron. Once again, that's very kind. So yeah, you just rent it there, basically. Let's see, we need to get going here. So we've got... I like to have that on, and I like to have wind on, because it shows us the wind. Okay, it's only a slight wind, it's fine. Transponder we'll put to altitude now. 1200, that's fine. Altitude, I don't know, we can cruise at like 5,000 or something. Maybe 6? Let's go to 6. Why not? Why not 6? Heading, spin that around. Okay. You can search for rentable aircraft by AKO by nautical mile distance. How do you do that? Show us how you do that. Search for rentable aircraft by nautical mile distance at the bottom. Airports that have this aircraft. Okay, let's try that. So if we put in, let's put in this airfield. And then we say, show us where you can find, show us where I can fly a 208 Caravan. Like that. I'm not sure what that just did. Oh, the search radius. Okay, hang on. So if I put Cessna 208 Caravan, airports that are within 500 nautical miles from... Oh god, what did I just press? I just pressed something. .208 Caravan within 250 nautical miles of KGSP. Interesting. So there you go. That's a good feature. So now you can pick one of these, and let's say that one, and we can go. There's a 208 Caravan. It can't be rented because it's broken. Need to click rentable. Right. Okay. There's another option we need. Rentable. Oh, that's a much smaller list. Blimey. Okay, so then you can go Keck Q. Oh, where's Keck W? I need to know what airfield Keck W is. 208 Caravan, rentable. A bonus of $2,000. Blimey. Anyway, that's how you do it. 1 second, I need to find Keck W. Oh, come on. Keck W Airport. Ekwok. Are you serious? Keck. Is there actually no airfield with a Keck W car? Oh, come on. I can't be right. I want to go to Keck. Ekwok Airport, where is it? It's in Alaska. There you go, there's Keck. I'm sitting there burning fuel. Let's get moving. Rip this guy. Hang on, we won't look. Oh! You okay, bro? Yeah, it's fine. I want to go to Keck in Alaska. Yeah, I wonder where Cap is. We can go to Keck, from Keck to Cap. Yeah, we could do like a Twitch emo airport tour. That would be great. I wonder what other codes we can come up with. What about LOL? There must be an airport called LOL. We could have LOL and LOL and Keck and Kappa, and we could just fly like to Twitch airports. Pog? Yeah, we can have Pog as well. There must be a Pog. Roffle? We need to get Roffle. Oh man, what we should do is like build a list of these codes, look where they are around the country, and then basically plot routes. And we'll just do like the Twitch tour. Yeah, we can do LMAO as well. I need to get some lights on here. Taxi lights, nav. Not gonna, oh, it's external camera, it'll work. Dude. I said like Twitch emote ones. Can we taxi this way? Where can you get that sim setup? You can buy the rig from SimLabs. Right, landing light, come on, taxi lights come off, strobes going on. Trim is set for takeoff. 5,000 feet set. Slide that forward. Max prop. Okay, climbing right on turn. Let's go. You've accepted all the member requests on me. Easily, please, mate. How about a route from hype to fail? You could try it. And we're up. What on earth? What on earth is on my plane right now? Why am I carrying a coffin? What the heck is that? That doesn't look very aerodynamic to me. Okay, we're now officially Co-op Funeral Services, and we're transporting dead bodies. FSE, what have you done? Coffin, please. Oh, God. Of all the things I expected to see when I looked out the window, that was not it. Those 12 passengers are actually dead. It never told me this. Withheld information. Oh boy. Right, let's get the heading course set. That's ahead. Put on the heading select. We'll go V speed, we'll go AP. Gauge the autopilot. We will increase vertical speed. And get a 700 foot climb going. Wait, it's gone? We lost the coffin? Oh my god. I think the coffin's on the golf course down there. Uh-oh. Guys, the coffin may be on hole 9. It might have dropped a coffin in the bunker. Oh my god. There goes the bonus. Let's see if nav mode's going to pick that up. Some cracking scenery again. How realistic is it compared to flying? It depends what you mean. You know, if you're flying for real, you've got to start worrying about airspace. Weather, the weather, like there's all kinds of stuff that you have to worry about when you're flying for real. Weight and balance checks, you've got to check the aircraft out before you fly, you've got to look at the weight, you've got to look at the weather situation en route, you've got to talk to ATC, you've got to be careful of airspace. You know, there's all kinds of other stuff that you need to do apart from just fly the plane. This is not exactly navving in properly, is it? Let's see if we can intercept that nav again. Unless it's I've got it the wrong mode, maybe. Could have been that. Yeah, it could have been a CDI problem. Let's put it into half bank mode. Let's go into nav mode. Okay, there we go. That's better. Hey, it's not... Oh, see, it's not connected, is it? It can't be connected. If it was connected... If it was properly logging right now, this would show the tail number. I don't think this is going to log the flight, you know. Because it should say the flight's up right now. You have no rented aircraft at KGMU. Oh my god, if I make this flight, it's entirely pointless. I think we're going to have to go back and do it again somehow. Something's not right. Well, according to this, the flight... According to this, it's en route. So, something's kind of broken. You can do both, Westy. I can show you in a bit when we do this again. We're supposedly 595 Sierra Quebec, yeah. That's what I am. But I don't think this is logging this. Click cancel on the screen and go back. There's a flight in progress. If you cannot complete it, you need to cancel. God. Alright. Let's cancel the flight. Something definitely broke. So now it says departing. So if I spawn in now, do you reckon it'll let me do it? Ready for departure from KGSP. Okay. All right. Maybe this can work now. So yeah, if you put if you're on the runway, it'll spawn you already running. If you choose a gate, it'll spawn you basically cold and dark. KCHA. There we go. Flight conditions. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, the previous flight is in the air. I don't really know what happened. It's using SimConnect, Jimbo. I think FSUIPC depends on SimConnect, and SimConnect's broken. So if you try to use FSUIPC, it'll tank your FPS. Is what I understand. I'll see if I can start the plane cold and dark now. Now we've done the checklist, we're fine. Yeah, what's happening, Glasses, is the current version of SimConnect that comes with the Sim is when something polls it, like frequently polls it for stuff, which FSUIPC absolutely does, it will tank your FPS. It used to work, and then they broke something. So we're just waiting for a fix to SimConnect from Asobo. Okay, that looks perfectly normal. I'm guessing they're supposed to be trees. Or bushes, or... Where are we? That's some interesting scenery we've got going on here. I think somebody needs to come in here and touch some stuff up. What's that? It's like a 4K truck. Oh my god, that is the best truck ever.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Oh dear. Alex, thank you for 32 months. Wait, why is all my avionics on? Alright, let's try and see if FS Economy... There we go, alright, now we're cooking. It's the Apple stand, thank you for 63, sir, hope you're well. Right, we'll put that into low idle. We're going to put that into max, as it said. I don't want to start just yet, because I need to get some kind of a pushback. Let me get some of this stuff off.
Happy anniversary,
seems to have spawned me in automatically. Gonna push back. Biggie Footy, thank you for 64 months. Do you think they've released it a bit early? Publisher dates are set long time before. You know what I mean? Like, it's a difficult one. Developers want to finish the product and polish it to death, and publishers want it out the door so they can get the money back. And ultimately, publishers usually get to decide. So they set a date, the devs do what they can to meet the date, and then inevitably there's some bugs, it comes out, they patch it, hence why AAA products get released and there's issues. That's the reality of it. Is the yoke worth the purchase? These yokes are pretty good. They've also got a throttle coming out next month, I think. Can you take me left, bro? Okay, don't bother. Yeah, you give this a couple of months and this sim will be running really nicely.